Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful morning, beautiful Saturday morning here in Los Angeles, up on the rooftop again. You know my morning routine. I come up on the roof, express my gratitude for the day. I like to soak in the scenery, take a look at my surroundings, and just thank God that I'm here. And just kind of sitting with myself, this is where I take a moment to gain clarity and really try to sort and figure out where I'm headed in life and knowing where I want to go, but learning how to navigate and trusting the process and working towards it day by day. And right now, I'm currently working on a plan. I want to start something here in the next couple of months. And I've been doing a lot of the groundwork, like the research, figuring out how I'm going to get it going, where to start, money that's going to be involved, so forth and so on. But I came out here with a dream, I came out here with a vision, a goal, and it's not even just just being able to pour back into myself and just figure out what is Alyssa trying to accomplish. You hear that in the background? I don't know what kind of car it is. I'm usually really good at guessing the cars when they go by, just by the exhaust. I don't know what that one is, but I love cars, and that is a part of the mission, it's a part of the dream, it's a part of the goals, along with just being able to create something, to build something and watch it grow, watch it flourish, and just being surrounded by my passions is the life that I'm trying to create for myself. Now, for those of you who has been watching my channel since 2023, that's when it first started. I hit rock bottom within myself, mentally, emotionally, and I never really saw from a different perspective outside of what I've always known, and that was my hometown. So the growth that Vegas gave me was personal growth, and it allowed me to learn a lot about myself. It allowed me to learn about my flaws, the characteristics or the traits that I had that weren't necessarily working out in my favor for myself or relationships around me, and taking in that realization to start switching things up. It's a little hot. It's gonna be 80 today, y'all. 80 in November. I love California weather so much because if you know me, you know I hate the cold. So it just feels so good not to have to deal with the winter anymore. I got a little sidetracked. It's only because I'm wearing this sweater and these sweatpants, so I'm kind of burning up a little bit. But I think Vegas allowed for the personal growth, and now California is challenging me to put things into play, like picking back up on my YouTube channel after being inconsistent with it for a year. And I've noticed a change in it too, that I'm hoping to get back to the rhythm and flow of YouTube and working on something that I want to create, something that I want to share with the world. And it's business related, so just knowing that you have a lot to learn, or I have a lot to learn, and a lot of things that are going to challenge me, like traits and habits that I'm going to have to be disciplined, I'm going to have to be consistent, I'm going to have to keep believing in myself and showing up every single day. It's going to be challenging, but also really rewarding to be able to grow something that you are passionate about. And if you know me, again, I'm going to say this, if you know me, you know that I've always had a vision all my life, and you really have to go through certain things in life to uncover, discover, whatever you want to call it, yourself. So you really have to learn yourself. You have to sit with yourself. You have to be patient with yourself. You have to unlearn. You have to relearn. You have to just learn in general things that you might have never been shown before. You have to be very aware of everything that is going on in your life. So for those of you who are looking to create something, to build something, to start somewhere, I'm always going to say it starts with you. You have to face yourself. You have to ask what it is that, or you have to realize that it's not even about realize. You have to ask yourself, are you able to manage whatever it is that you're asking for? And are you able to grow it? Do you have the skill set that's going to support it? Because having a goal, having a vision is one thing. You have to put yourself through it to get to it. And what I mean by that is you can manifest, you can pray, you can do all of those things, and I wholeheartedly believe in all of that, but you also have to put in the hard work behind it in order for it to all work out someday. And it's also understanding that it might take years. Like, if you're looking for instant gratification, maybe this is not the route for you. I don't know what is. That's not what my channel is about. This is about growing something. As somebody who has only thought about the end goal and trying so many different things to make money, to gain financial freedom, to have a luxurious lifestyle. But you have to find what it is that you're passionate about, and just being okay with not knowing when it's going to happen, when it's going to take off, or how you're going to get there. You really just have to find something that you're passionate about and don't mind working towards and putting in the work to do, because you genuinely have a passion for it. Whatever, you're not necessarily looking for the outcome, you're just happy in the process of creating something. And then once you learn to be okay with the journey, because that's what it is, it's a journey. When you are trying to cultivate, when you are trying to grow something, it is a journey, and you have to be okay with the journey. You cannot focus on the end goal. You cannot focus on what you're going to get out of it, if it's materialistically, worldly items, a vision. You may have a vision. You might have an idea of where you want to go, what you want to create and achieve when that time does happen. But knowing that a lot of it is just in the present moment and putting in the work every single day, and understanding that your days are not going to be consistent. It's not going to always be happiness. It's not always going to be productivity. It's not always going to be opportunities. You're going to have slow moments. You're going to have moments of, can I do this? What's happening? Like, just confusion. And you're going to have to learn to be okay with that. So if you don't know how to process these emotions, it's going to be hard for you to try to grow something. It's going to be hard for you to try to achieve what you are looking to achieve, because you have to have the emotional intelligence to work through things even when you don't feel like it. So you might be moved off of motivation, but it's really your discipline and your consistency that is going to carry you through it. So if you don't have discipline, if you don't have consistency, it's going to be very hard for you to stick to something. And especially if you're not seeing the results that you want to see and the time that you want to see, and it's just not going to always look all perfect the way that you may have it in your head. But it normally turns out greater than you ever expected. But you are going to have rough patches. You are going to go through seasons, and it's all how you are able to navigate yourself through those seasons to again get you through it, so that you can keep being resilient. You can keep pushing forward with accomplishing what it is that you want. Because anybody that is successful, they're going to tell you the same exact thing. They're going to tell you about their hardships. They're going to tell you about what they had to go through within themselves, within like family, friends, life. It's not always perfect. And if you're looking for perfect, then it's just not the route for you. but nothing in life is perfect. So you really have to take that into consideration and just let go. Trust in yourself, trust in the universe, trust in God, trust in whoever it is that you believe in, what you believe in. Put your full trust and your discipline and your consistency all behind it, and you are bound to get somewhere in this life. And again, it could be better than you ever expected it, but it has to be a route that you are passionate about, because you should just enjoy the process. You should just love what you're doing, what you're creating, and what you're cultivating, and what you're sharing with the world. Because if you're doing it for money, if you're doing it for materialistic things, then most of the time you're probably not going to stick with it. I am a victim of that, or I'm not going to say I'm a victim, I am guilty of that. So a lot of the times it takes a lot of self and inner work for you to figure out what it is that you're truly passionate about, what is stopping you, and most of the time it's just you standing in your own way. And just a little sidebar, for those of you who feel like it's you are standing in your own way, there's a good book. It's called The Mountain Is You by, what's her name again? Brianna Weiss. The Mountain Is You by Brianna Weiss. That is the first book I read on my spiritual journey, and after reading that book, I can guarantee you that you will not be the same person once you're finished reading it. Such a good book. Anybody in my life that is looking for change, that is looking for growth, who wants to do better but they're not sure how, I usually recommend that book. And I've recommended it to I think like 3 or 4 people, and none of them have read it. I honestly hate to say it, but those 4 people are still in the same mindset that they've been in, and it's been years. And I'm just telling you, if you stay consistent, if you stay disciplined, if you are intentional with really truly wanting to grow, you will do it for yourself. But a lot of people just talk about wanting to change. They just talk about wanting to do better. They talk about what moves them, what inspires them, but they never take the action. And all it is taking the action. You cannot be afraid. You cannot be scared, because there is room for you in this world for you to create whatever it is that you want. Even if you see somebody else already doing it, they don't have your unique touch that you can add. So always keep that in mind. It doesn't matter how many people are doing what it is that you want to do. Don't worry about oversaturation. Don't worry about any of that, because all it's doing is keeping you from starting. And then you not starting, it's just going to all be jumbled up in your mind, and it's going to cause a lot of negativity. It's going to cause a lot of anxiety, stress, depression. So really just let go, let be, and just move forward. Like, just move forward without too much thought. If you know you need to do something, don't think about it too much, because then you're just going to think yourself out of it. And if you think yourself out of it, then it just causes a whole lot of mental fog and confusion, and you don't need that. Just let go and let be and trust. As hard as that sounds, it sounds hard, especially if you're not used to it. But you really have to challenge your mind. You have to gain that control back over your mind that you unfortunately do not have. Your brain is controlling you, and although it's a good tool, it's a wonderful tool, your brain is very intelligent, but you have to know how to use it, not let it use you. But that is all for this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like my content, don't forget to subscribe for more. Bye guys. Mwah.